full of light. Your nights be dark and your water be wet. Really.
You could say if you weren't a musician, what would you be? And then it would be a photographer or playwright or whatever. But, you know, if you weren't doing all this creative stuff.
I would work with animals.
Looking after animals!
That's what he said was what he'd do if he wasn't doing music.
I work with bunnies.
That's a pile of horse cow.
I'm not driving this time. Let's go! I remember it well, previous last night, the we spun out across the ice. My wouldn't forget, it's the cool, spin around, lived up the rain and the love fuel. Yeah, come on. You take the wheel, head down the road. Please show us how we need to go. You make the choice, I'm too stressed. Say us now, cause I'm not driving. I'm not driving. I'm not driving this time. I'm not driving this time. I'm not driving. I'm not driving. I'm not driving this time. I'm not driving this time. Yeah, oh God.
When I was 21 years old, I went to a psychic who told me, and it was very upsetting to me because I think that all the visions that I had for my artistic career were to be working with others. And he told me, you will be best working by yourself. And he was right. And all this time, these 17 years, I've fought that. Incessantly, I just want to prove him wrong, that I can play well with others, but
Kelly is really the consummate showman.
He feels things very deeply, both the good and the bad.
Kelly is a perfectionist, as I'm sure someone has said.
He's very sensitive, he can definitely get stressed.
Virtually anything that Kelly's got in his hands he can mold into whatever it is that he needs.
That's Kelly, He just knows how to make magic out of nothing.
He's so different. His vision is so different.
He didn't have the highest marks from
Trying to classify him as a human being is difficult and not really my. No. As a particular type of human being.
cut it off.
He's so busy being a genius in other ways that our high school system does not measure.
Yeah, here's
right?
$50. Here's $50.
They're very nice.
We've done photo shoots together. He's made me do ridiculous things that I'm completely uncomfortable doing if it were in private. For unbelievable photos.
A little bit of manic disorder thrown in.
Too creative, ambitious, sexy.
Oh, jeez, you took my sexy. That's true. And Kelly's been in many bands. He's changed his bands a lot, changed his people. I'd have to say this is the youngest entourage he's ever had around here. Very exciting,
Kelly's very deep. He's like deep waters.
And his fault would be to give too much, right? Like he gives too much, and then he leaves very little for himself.
As this young queer individual, there was something amazing about it and really inspiring.
He's pretty true to what he wants to do.
I remember how I got hurt. I watched myself crash and burn, bruises up and down my head, crawling to the safety of my bed.
What were your expectations of the United Kingdom before your first visit? What were you sort of imagining would happen or it would be like?
Complete global success. Seriously, I was kind of hopeful. Ultimately, I mean, I'm probably the worst barometer that there is for how things actually turned out. Because my dreams and my desires will always be, even if I was playing to 2,000 people every night, they'll always be higher. You wouldn't keep moving forward if your expectations weren't higher. You'd stop. And that's why there are times in my life where I feel like I kind of need to stop. When my expectations were up here and reality was kind of here. And that's okay. And Kelly trying to come down to reality has been a long work in progress. It's an installation, as a matter of fact.
That was Kelly and the Kellygirls and a song called Napoleon, taken from the album We Love You, but Not As Much As We Love Ourselves, which is the latest album.
That is correct, that's right.
So you are Kelly.
I am.
And you have...
That's what my parents told me. I've done more touring in the last 2 years of my life than I ever have. And I'm happy that I'm doing it now because I think I can handle it a little bit better now, which again is kind of shocking when you see how I did handle it.
Right there.
Yeah, where do you live? Show me where you live.
Right there.
How Kelly handles stress. Key. That guy loves the stress.
I'm standing behind the truck. I'm like, where the fuck is the goddamn motherfucking cocksucking driver? And Kelly looks at me straight in the face, saying, he's not going to be here. You have to drive. So I go and I sit in the front seat. I'm like, okay, great, here we go. We're driving out to freaking London. I have never driven using my left hand. I have not driven on the left-hand side of the road. So within a minute and a half, I managed to knock off the rearview mirror on the left-hand side of the truck. At that juncture, we've got like 5 people trying to read 5 different maps and nobody can tell me what turn I need to make. So I'm just about to lose my freaking mind. And we've barely left. Like, people know me and they know what I do and what I'm capable of, and that develops 2 very different camps. Those who would love to work with me and those who never want to ever have to fucking work with me. They're all just scared of me, really. It's
But I mean, why?
As are most people who end up working with me at one point in time. It's like, oh God, don't get Kelly mad. Well, I meant to try and deal with this, but I didn't want to get you upset. I didn't want to get you mad. And I'm like, my God, like, is it really that ferocious? Is it really that ferocious?
It is ferocious.
I know it is. No, that was rhetorical. I know, absolutely, I know. Makes me so happy. It's such a sad song. I love it.
It makes you happy?
Oh, so happy. She's very good, isn't she? Her hair's a bit nappy right now, but... Oh, why? Well, I have my porn light on. Like, look.
What time is it?
Dancing time! For fuck's sake, Dexter, what time is it?
Hello.
You look like the Holy Ghost.
Thank you. Whatever.
You're gonna zip my head.
No smoking on the plane, sir.
Yeah, no smoking on the plane.
Who was it that asked me about socks? Was it you? And he was like, why can't I wear black socks with my black dress shoes and my shorts?
Why?
And I was like, I don't have time to explain to you why that's wrong. Why do you not know these things? Do they not teach these things in school anymore?
No, they don't.
No?
I don't think they ever did.
Come on.
I know what school you went.
Why?
We're trying to break social norms in this band.
Oh, yeah. Grace.
This is real.
This is real. Super.
You're awake!
Anyway, that's a good one. Yeah, she can sleep anywhere.
So you want to repeat that?
Yeah, let's go again. Yeah.
So you just don't want to stop, I guess.
Let's do it a couple of times until everybody's singing along.